Hey, what's up, meatballs? Sorry about the delay. I've had some technical issues getting started, but ready to go now. Excuse me. So, as you could see by the title, I'll be doing a live commentary of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. And I'm pretty excited for it. Just trying to sort out all these technical issues that I had. It kept saying that I couldn't connect. Don't know why, but I'm finally connected. It was being really, really stupid, but I think it's got something to do with the fact that I'm in the back corner of the house and the Wi-Fi is spotty sometimes. And I'm usually not in this part of the room when I'm recording, so... Hey, what's up, Cheetah? Gonna be doing live commentary of Halloween 3. The volume's gonna be really low because otherwise it's gonna come up as... it probably end up getting blocked if you were able to hear it. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when I'm about to start. It'll be in a few minutes. I want to give a chance for a few people to get in here. But I'm ready for the big giveaway at 9 o'clock. Got my silver shamrock mask ready. Hopefully there's no misfires. Yeah. I mean, I would love to just watch it with the volume on, but I mean, YouTube is a platform that copyright laws do apply to. And there's no real giveaway. That's part of the whole thing of the movie is the big giveaway. There's no actual giveaway. In the movie, they tell you to watch, to put the mask on and watch the TV for the big giveaway at 9 o'clock. Let me turn on the subtitles because I am fucking deaf. So hope everybody's having a great Halloween season and staying safe, all that kind of stuff. I know that I am... I finished setting up my Halloween stuff today. I didn't put up nearly as much as I usually do because I'm not expecting a lot of trick-or-treaters. So I didn't honestly put a lot of effort into it this year. I had decided not... I had contemplated not even setting up or handing out any candy. You got an enamel silver shamrock button. That's awesome. I have over on my battle coat or my battle vest, I have a flashing silver shamrock button, and then in with my pins that aren't on my battle vest, I have a couple of silver shamrock enamel pins. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So if anybody wants to watch along, that's cool. If not, here we go. Love this score, by the way. I think this is Carpenter's best score, my personal opinion. I think he just did a phenomenal job making it, you know, more computer age and all that. Universal, an MCA company. But are you still an MCA company? Because I don't know. Really don't. Oh, this is too bright. Alexa, lights out. Okay. There we go. That's better. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I love this little digital pumpkin that they do at the beginning of the movie also. It's good stuff. John Carpenter, Deborah Hill production. Back before they sold the rights of the series to Mustafa Akkad. Is anyone a fan of this movie, or is it just me? I know this movie seems to be love or hate. People either love it for what it is, or they hate it because it doesn't have Michael Myers in it. But it does. When Dr. Chalice is at the Buccaneer Lounge, there's a trailer for Halloween playing on the TV. So, yeah. You love the movie as well. That's awesome. Yeah, this movie, I'm glad to see that it's finally getting the respect that it needed all along, because I remember when it first came out. I mean, I was pretty young, so I was 7 when the movie first came out. But I know for years people would say this was the worst of the series. It had a really, really low rating at IMDb for a long time. Like, people just shit all over this movie. And like, if you don't like the movie because you don't like the story or because it's so freaking wacky and just out there, I get that. But to automatically dismiss it just because it doesn't have Michael Myers, totally unfair. God, I wish I could turn this up, but I don't want to get it blocked. I just love this music so much, and I hate that I can't hear it. Oh well, it is what it is. Written and directed by Tommy Lee Wallace. Hell yeah. Also a Carpenter and one other person, but they had their names taken off. I agree, the story is very creepy. The fact that, like, this group of warlocks or witches, whatever you want to call them, just want to fucking kill all the children in America as a joke, that's crazy. Here comes the old man with his dick flapping. Oh, wait, no, that's a Halloween mask, not his dick. My bad. Mr. Grimbridge, running for his life. And I'm sure people in the theater assumed at first that he was running for his life from Michael Myers. But no. Nope, not running from Michael. That was inconvenient. Really good to Tom Atkins. Horror has been really, really good to Tom Atkins. He's made a lot of money, especially doing conventions later in life. He's made a lot of money from horror. I do apologize if the live stream stops. I'm having a lot of connectivity issues tonight. I don't really know why. At first, I thought it was the Wi-Fi in the house, so I disconnected from the Wi-Fi, started using my data. But even on my data, it keeps trying to buffer and shit, so I don't know. Kids are overrated. This is not necessarily untrue, but I mean, I have kids, although they're adults, so yeah. In my opinion, which I respect. Anybody got any plans for tomorrow? I am just going to hang out in the morning and afternoon, read, and Satan's Little Helper. And then I will hand out candy. Then I will... the locations in this movie are just great, too. The fact that almost all of them are still standing and the Buccaneer Lounge is practically exactly the same as it was 38 years ago. It's nuts. And doesn't say much for the owners of the Buccaneer Lounge that they haven't upgraded the place at all in nearly 40 years. Oh yes, there's a piece of Stonehenge missing. You wouldn't believe how it came up missing. They had a time. No plans for tomorrow except getting pizza. Oh, I know I'll be having pizza tomorrow. Pizza is 100% Halloween tradition here. because I'm busy outside setting up. I'm usually still setting up Halloween stuff on Halloween Day. I won't be this year because I seriously downsized. I didn't do my graveyard at all that I normally do. I've got up all the lighting already. I'll do the final test when I'm done with this. Make sure everything's positioned right. But yeah, not a lot to do tomorrow as far as, but because I'm always busy, it's always, we just have pizza because it's easy. Hey, what's up, Mike? Plan on watching your Blu-ray Night of the Demons. That's awesome. That's a classic. It's, as you guys know or should know, my absolute favorite horror film. Halloween 3 being my third favorite. Sleepaway Camp is number 2, in case you're wondering. So yeah, I'm gonna stick exclusively to horror. I'm sorry, to Halloween themed movies for the today and tomorrow. But I am pretty excited. I just noticed that there are boobs in this movie. How have I never noticed that? When the gentleman in the gas station is investigating the noise house that turns out to be Mr. Grimbridge, he walks over to the door and there's a lady with her tits hanging out. I never noticed that before. And all the times that I've seen this movie, I never noticed that there were boobs in the movie. You have pizza every Saturday. That's awesome. You're watching Halloween 3 tonight, thought you'd check in. Well, that's awesome. Thanks for stopping by, Mike. I appreciate it. Oh, anybody home? Your deadbeat dad is here to bring you some shitty Halloween masks that would actually save your life. Hello? Daddy's here. You're watching Trick or Treat, your Halloween movie? Definitely a solid choice. We're going to be reviewing that next week. Well, the episode won't be coming out next week, but next week we will be reviewing that on the Super Spoopy podcast. Tomorrow, the episode for the WNUF Halloween special drops, and the following Wednesday, we have Chillerama, and we're doing an interview. We've already done an interview with classic character role actor Richard Reilly. And if you don't know who that is, well, I'm sure you've seen him. He's been in 400 movies over the last 40 years. You've seen him. Richard Reilly, yeah, we interviewed him. He's a super nice guy. The old days when you had to call the hospital to see if you had anything going on because you couldn't use your cell because there wasn't cells. Watched WNUF a couple days ago on Shudder. What did you think of it? Curious what you thought of WNUF. It was, I watched it 3-4 weeks ago, and it was my first time watch. That's kind of why I picked it, because I'd been wanting to see it anyways, so I picked it because I wanted to watch it. Oh, Silver Shamrock commercial. This guy's not going to freak out at all. That's okay. Oh no, not that commercial. They're going to kill us all. They're going to kill us. Oh, we're all going to die. $100 milligrams of Thorazine. Jesus. You got Richard a guest spot on a friend's podcast. That's awesome. Yeah, Richard is super, super nice. What's up, the Gooch? You're watching Christine? Always a solid choice. I would say you can never go wrong with Carpenter, but I mean, the Ward exists, so you can go wrong with Carpenter. You enjoyed it, but too many damn commercial breaks. Yeah, like, I get that as a legitimate complaint. And, I mean, I didn't necessarily disagree. I thought they did break a little too often. Especially since sometimes they'd break for one commercial. And I get it, you know, it's supposed to be recorded off TV. They got to pay their bills. There's commercial breaks, but there was a lot. They even started repeating commercials after a while, which, I mean, I get it. Again, they're playing it off as real. But because it's a movie, I could have forgiven them if they had never replayed the same commercial the entire movie. Gotta love Christine. After Christine, you're gonna watch the Creepshow animated movie on Shudder. I get reviews overall. I'll check it out because I mean it's Creepshow and I love Creepshow. I even love Creepshow 3, not as a Creepshow. It's definitely not a Creepshow movie, but I enjoy Creepshow 3 as its own, just completely quirky, wacky thing. How do you spell Richard Reilly's last name? It's Riehle, I think. He's been in all kinds of stuff. He was in like mainstream stuff. He was in Free Willy, Casino, for horror. He was in Hatchet. He was in. He's done a bunch. Like I'm blanking it right now, but he's done a bunch. Silver Shamrock Shakes. Was he in Glory? I haven't actually seen Glory, so I wouldn't know, but hey, that's awesome to know that he was in Glory. Like I said, he's done a lot of stuff, and like everybody knows him, even if they don't know his name. He's a classic. Oh God, this kill's so brutal. Where they just pulled the fucking bridge of Mr. Grimbridge's nose out. It's crazy. But what was I saying? Oh, Richard Reilly is a classic. That guy from That Movie Guy. He's been in so much. You see me like, oh yeah, that's that guy from that movie. He's one of those guys because he's just done everything. Oh. A man just yeah, lady, that's not a man. Sorry. He may look like a man, but he's not a man. To quote Mrs. Swan from Mad TV, he looked like a man. You could never do that character these days. Too PC. Yeah, go get him, Dr. Chalice. He's certainly not going to blow himself up in that car. That would be crazy. Oh, okay, maybe he is. Oh, yeah. Boom. He did. I love how like the entire hospital staff runs outside to look at this burning car after a robot blew himself up. There's real people inside with real health issues. Maybe should be taking care of them. He was in a sitcom last decade, I think Unhappily Married. Not familiar with that one. You say it wasn't an accident? Are you sure that he didn't accidentally pour gasoline on himself and then accidentally light himself on fire? Could have been an accident. Maybe he was just trying to smoke and accidentally blew himself up. We don't know. I love this movie, ridiculousness, plot holes, and everything. I don't care. I love it. Here's the real question, the million-dollar question about this movie that I think everybody really needs an answer to, and if I meet Tommy Lee Wallace, I'm going to ask him, did Tom Atkins fuck a robot? Because I really need to know if Tom Atkins fucked a robot. Like, I really, really need the answer to that question. Did Tom Atkins fuck a robot? Say it in the comments if you think Tom Atkins fucked a robot, or if Ellie was quickly replaced once they were at the factory. Smoking is dangerous. Yeah, I would say smoking is dangerous. The car is still smoking, and it's Sunday the 24th now. It's the next morning, and the car is still smoking. I guess the cops never showed up. I mean, the fire department never showed up to put out the fire. They just let it burn. Wouldn't the vagina be dry? Maybe. I don't know. Depends on how realistic the robots are. I mean, aside from the fact that they're very easy to punch through the chest of, they seem to be real other than that. Yes, because drugs will... it was probably drugs. That's what the cop is saying to Ellie. It was probably drugs. It's because I know every time I've done drugs, I've pulled the bridge. I've like shoved my fingers in someone's eyes and yanked up the bridge of the nose and then gone and blown myself up. Perfectly reasonable answer. It was drugs. Put some WD-40 in that cooch. Oh my goodness. You're killing me. It doesn't squeak. Wednesday the 27th. Good on Tom Atkins for getting so much ass in this movie, or at least trying, because he pretty much sexually harasses every single female in this movie. Plus, I mean, Ellie's like 150 years younger than him, at least. So there's that. Now, I've looked it up, and the relation or the difference in age, I don't know if it's the difference in age of the characters, but of the actors is 26 years. Stacey Nelkin at the time of the making this was 22, and Tom Atkins was 48. Oh, goodness. Sadly, I can't... I don't even like admitting this, but I have not seen this movie since this day last year. It's pretty crazy. I've just been trying to take in a lot more movies I haven't seen. Like, you better go get a pregnancy test, because I'm sure just being around his awesomeness got you pregnant. And a Silver Shamrock commercial. Just had the Halloween commercial on the TV. Like I said, Michael Myers is in the movie. Watched it about 4 months ago. That's cool. Tom may be a robot. He might be. I guess it's possible. Stacey Nelkin really is adorable in this movie. She's still pretty good looking now. She's like mid-50s. She's still really good looking for her. Definitely a good looking lady for her age. She's absolutely adorable in this movie. Excuse me. I apologize. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I took a 2-hour nap today, and that's pretty much all the sleep I got. I went to go to bed last night, dozed off for like 20 minutes, woke up wide awake, and was awake for like 8 more hours. Ah, yes, going to Grimbridge's store, where they have the display of the Halloween masks. I would love to make a little setup like that for my Silver Shamrock masks. Still waiting for Stacy to accept her friend request on Facebook. I don't know if she accepted mine or not. I think she did. Yeah. Yep, we have 63 mutual friends. But I think she accepted it a couple of years ago. I don't even know if she's active on Facebook anymore. Oh, man. Oh, it's Miller time. Got the beer on top of the payphone. Ready to go smash the young lady. God, I forgot how ugly 70s and 80s cars are for the most part. Ugh. Most of them are just so boxy and gross. Two more days till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Technically, tomorrow's Halloween. You want to know why they put their factory in the middle of nowhere? Logistics. No one's going to come check for a Stonehenge stone in the middle of nowhere. I've always wondered, why is it that Santa Mira in the movie is predominantly Irish? I mean, I'm in California and I've encountered very few Irish people in California. But this entire community is, so are they all Irish robots? Grounded for Life was the name of the sitcom Richard really was on. Okay, I've heard of that one. I don't believe I've ever seen a single episode. That factory is still there to this day, but it's in very sad shape, but they won't tear it down because it's a historical landmark. But the person that owns the property also isn't keeping it up, so it's falling apart. In fact, you can buy like pieces of bricks or full bricks from the building on the internet. The Rose of Shannon Motel. I believe that's still there as well. Ah, yes, Rafferty's gas. Your wife and I need a place to stay. She is young enough to be your daughter. Just saying. I can't say anything though. I've dated someone significantly younger than myself, and like I can understand why people would have negative connotations about it. My opinion, as long as you're both consenting adults, there's no big problem with it. That's just me. People have problems with it, I get it. We've had a lot of practice packing light. You guys couldn't possibly have been married long enough to have a lot of practice packing light. How much for a piece of brick, not of ass? Don't miscommunication. Um, I think little slivers of brick are like, I think they're like $5, and then a full brick is significantly more, 100, 200, something like that. I'm not sure. I've never really looked into the price of a full brick, but a little shard of brick is like $5. Comes with a certificate of authenticity, which, I mean, let's be honest, anybody could fake a certificate of authenticity. So there's that. Oh, the Gutmans. If there's a family that ever deserves to die in a movie, it's the Gutmans. Not the Gutmans. The Kupfers. Bud and little buddy, and I forget Mrs. Kupfer's name. In case you're wondering how much it is for a piece of ass, you can't afford me. And then, fun fact, I don't know how many people know this, but the lady that plays Marge Gutman, at the time this movie was made, was married to Tom Atkins. So while she's getting her face blown off, her husband is making out and, having movie sex with someone significantly younger than him. Fun times. I would love to see a sequel to this movie. I would also have loved for them to have done the original ending, which is once the commercial didn't get stopped. What's up, Phil? What you been up to, man? Where would you like to sleep, Dr. Chalice? That's a dumb question, Mrs. Grimbridge. Miss Grimbridge. Can't blame you, dude. She's delicious. Happy Halloween Eve indeed. 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock. Curfew. Jamie Lee Curtis's little cameo in the movie. Because contrary to popular belief, she cleared up in an interview that she is not the voice of the operator on the phone, but she is the voice of the person announcing curfew. Oh, cool. You have a piece of the brick from the Hotel California. That's awesome. Sick as a dog all week. COVID test negative Wednesday. Oh, it's good that it's negative. My suggestion though is to get it tested again, because while people are talking about how there's been false positives, there's also been false negatives. I knew someone that got tested. They had been exposed, It came up negative after they got tested because they'd been exposed. Then they got sick, like they were quarantining because they'd been exposed. They got sick as shit, so they went back to get retested a couple days later and were positive. So, I mean, just do what you want, but my personal opinion is you should probably get checked again just in case, because false negatives are happening too. But I hope you get better soon, because being sick definitely sucks. And to be sick on the week of Halloween, that's awful, man. Guess it gives you plenty of time to watch movies, though, unless you're too sick to even, like, get up and go grab one. Starting to feel better, think you're on the mend. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, Phil. Being sick fucking sucks. I was sick as hell in February. I was sick for like 3 weeks. And when I look back at the symptoms, I think I probably had the Rona, but I don't know. That's really before, there was much thought of people having it, but it's definitely been tracked all the way back to like last October in the country. So, well, I'm not going to say, hey, I had it. I believe I did, but I'm not going to say, hey, I had it, because that's, I don't know that for a fact. He's probably listening, and if he is, I got one thing to say. So last Halloween, that of their lousy factory of his, haven't felt sick yet. I haven't felt sick since I got better, which was late February, but I was super sick. I had trouble breathing. I had lost my voice. I had nothing tasted right. Some things I didn't taste at all. I couldn't smell anything. Had a fever all the time. It was pretty bad. For the first week and a half or so, I thought I was going to die, and then I was afraid that I wouldn't. It was bad. Whatever I had, whether it was the Rona or whatever I had, I wouldn't wish it on anybody because it was terrible. And I've known some people that had the Rona, and they said they wouldn't wish it on anybody because it's just fucking terrible. Obviously, some people it affects more than others, but man, I've seen some people have it really bad, and then of course, there's people that we've lost because of it. The NAC needs to record an update to their A's hit and call it My Corona. Um, yeah, I rarely see out when I go out either. Someone did a parody of it called My Corona, but it wasn't the NAC. It was some YouTuber, some YouTube musician. Oh, best kill of the movie possibly, where the dude gets his head ripped off by Dick Warlock. What do you guys think is a better kill, that or Grimbridge's kill? Because both of them are awesome. Big ol' arterial spurt as the body's falling. Love it. Toyota Corona. Thinking about doing these live stream commentary type things that I'm doing a little more often. What do you guys think I should do next? Because I'm thinking about doing one in December for Jack Frost, but I want to know what you guys would want to see me do. I'll definitely be doing one in December for a Christmas movie. Maybe I'll do like I did last time and put a poll on my YouTube channel again. I mean, on my community tab. Ooh. You want you want me to do a live stream commentary for a Wild Eye movie? I mean, I could. I've got a bunch of them because I have the 15 that they sent me, and I have probably between 20 and 30 of my own that I had already bought. I've been wanting to watch, God, what the hell's that one called? Hold on. No, not that one. Oh, shit. Stupid gravity. Wow, that didn't go as planned. After Christmas, maybe a live stream of Clownado. I would love to do a live stream of Clownado. It's definitely one of my favorite Wild Eye releases. I was going to grab the one that I've been wanting to do, but I went and made a mess. So, never mind. Knocked my light off the table. Knocked down the light that I was using for this. Oh, it's a mess. Whatever. I'll pick it up later. That's bugging me now, the one that I'm missing. Or the one that I've been wanting to do. Damn it. Killer Campout. That's the one I've been wanting to do. You know, I actually am wearing pants because I'm live streaming, and if I needed to get up, I don't want to go show my ding dong to everybody. Hey, what's up, Martin? How you doing? Happy All Hallows Eve to your Happy All Hallows Eve to yourself. Got any plans for today or tomorrow? I'm just doing this, and then I'm gonna go finish up my Halloween stuff outside, testing the lighting and stuff, making sure the fog machines are working. And then I will be watching some more movies. But yes, Michael, to answer your question, I unfortunately am wearing pants just because I don't want you guys to see my dingleberries if I happen to need to get up for anything. I mean, I do have this content marked as not for kids, but yeah, don't want everyone seeing my ding dong. Gonna watch Sleepy Hollow with your family tomorrow morning? That's awesome. I'm assuming you're talking about the Tim Burton one. I've seen that once. Didn't personally care for it. Not a huge fan of Burton myself, but like I get the appeal. It's well done. It just wasn't for me. I'm not the target audience for that movie. Oh, misfire time. What's that? Oh, it's just my ex-wife taking a laser. It's my ex-wife taking a laser to the face. No big deal. Oh, the look of that face too. I forget how great everything in this movie just looks. Her face after that misfire just fucking destroyed. Everybody's saying we want to see Daryl's ding-a-ling. All right, Chuck Berry, thanks. Yeah, and it wouldn't be silver bells hanging on a string. It would be my ding-a-ling. Well, I could have gone the rest of the day without seeing Tom Atkins' ass, but I guess it was a necessity to see the movie. At least we didn't see his danglies. Talk about hanging meatballs. That's clever. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs, right? Yeah, the Tim Burton one. Okay, yeah, I mean, I get what you mean about the Hammer horror-esque feel, but I'm just pretty cold on most of Tim Burton's stuff. I like Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and I like Beetlejuice. The rest of it, I either just don't like, or I like, if someone's watching it and I'm there, I'll watch. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to have to see a guy's ass, it should be Tom Atkins, right? Now that I've seen his ass, I might want to go get a pregnancy test. I might be pregnant. That's someone that I unfortunately haven't met. Hoping to someday. What happened? Misfire. Misfire, aka she did. Beetlejuice is your favorite movie? That's awesome. I was actually wearing a Beetlejuice shirt yesterday. Was it yesterday? Oh, excuse me. I don't know. Whenever I filmed my last video, which I believe was yesterday for today, possibly the day before for today. Anyways, whenever I filmed my last video, which was my Wild Eye Halloween video, I think I was wearing a Beetlejuice shirt in that. It was a Beetlejuice shirt that was a one-day Fright Rags design. It was just one of their Midnight Madness sales. They drop it at midnight, and at midnight the next day it goes out of print permanently. I would love to meet Tom at TFW. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be making it to TFW again next year. Hopefully the year after, hopefully 2022, I can make it. We'll see. What is up, Jason? No, you're right. Atkins wasn't your typical leading man, but I mean, he literally carries every movie that he's in. He could be in a movie for 2 minutes, but you'll remember that he's in it because he's Tom fucking Atkins. Even in Creepshow, when he's only in it for a few minutes without his trademark mustache, you know he's Tom Atkins, and he carries his performance because that's what he does. Happy Halloween, Martin. Have a great night. You still haven't seen Night of the Creeps? What the hell, Jason? Ed Wood isn't the worst director anymore. Nope. The worst director, I'm going to go ahead and name drop, is Dustin Ferguson, hands fucking down. 91 movies in 10 years, and all of them are shit. Brett Kelly would definitely be second. Because fuck Ouija Shark, and I believe he also did Jurassic Shark and Raiders of the Lost Shark. They're all terrible. or maybe Poloni. I think Mark Poloni did one of those, but I know Brett Kelly did another one, and something else that he did too that I've seen that yeah, his movies are shit too. But I would say Dustin Ferguson is worse because at least Brett Kelly's getting better. Dustin Ferguson's movies actually seem to be getting worse. Uwe Boll, here's the thing with Uwe Boll, okay? Like, his movies are bad, but with the exception of House of the Dead, for the most part, they're at least competent. They're bad, but they're made okay. Except for House of the Dead, fuck that movie. But like guys like Brett Kelly and Dustin Ferguson, their movies are just awful. And yeah. No redeeming qualities. I know some people dug Ouija Shark. I was certainly not one of them. Still, as of now, the worst Wild Eye movie that I've seen. Among the worst movies that I've seen. Amityville Toy Box is coming out? Oh, God. I mean, Amityville Toy Box has been out because I've seen it. I believe I saw it under a different name, but yeah, that movie's a piece of shit, too. Yeah, like, I get where you're saying that you couldn't forgive Uwe for House of the Dead because that movie is fucking trash. And it was a great game. Although it's aged terribly, it was a great game at the time. But yeah. I totally get where you can't forgive him for it because it's freaking awful. Love all these little clockwork things they have going on. Like the clockwork guys in space. I love that thing. A Tor Johnson mask. Hell yes. The best-selling Don Post mask of all time. It's crazy how many masks are actually in this movie, but the focus is just on the three. But there's a bunch of masks in the background, so obviously Silver Shamrock makes more than just the so-called Halloween 3. Now we're in the Don Post studio factory. I wonder how many I mean, obviously there's no way of knowing if it is or not, but I wonder how many of these Don Post movies or Don Post masks that were screen used are floating around out there. But of course, there's no way to verify that they're screen used. Love my trick-or-treat masks, but I would love to get the Don Post ones, but they're so expensive. Even the reproductions that came out in 2002 or whatever it was, right, just before they shut down, even those are expensive. You still can't believe it. You still can't believe the Drum Dums thought you were kidding about Amityville Vibrator? I mean, if I hadn't seen it myself, I would have thought someone was kidding. Or that it was just straight up porn. Which, I mean, it definitely has some porn in it. You saw a Blu-ray on Kino Lorber's sale with Tor Johnson. I think it was Black Sheep. Okay, that's, yeah. Pretty sure him and Lugosi are both in that. You liked Uwe's Alone in the Dark? Yeah, it wasn't awful. Uwe Boll's Alone in the Dark. Is that the one that has Christian Slater, or am I thinking of something different? Because I really don't remember if he's in that or not. But I know around that time, Christian Slater did a horror movie. I just don't remember which one it was. It's funny that Tom Atkins say that these guys look a lot like the guy that killed Ellie's dad. I mean, they're guys in suits. Does every guy in a suit look like someone that killed her dad? Trade secrets. Okay, that's the one I thought it was. Yeah, I mean it's not amazing or anything, but it's certainly not a piece of shit like House of the Dead was. But yeah, I mean I enjoy Alone in the Dark. It's not awful. Oh goodness. Operator, this is an emergency. I'm sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. House of the Dead 2 was fun. I didn't know there was a second one. Uh-oh, here come the killbots. Oh wait, that's the wrong movie. They're androids that kill people. They're not killbots. Because killbots go around saying, thank you, have a nice day. So I want to know from you guys, what Christmas movie should I do a live commentary for? I want to do Jack Frost, but if you guys pick something else, I'll do something else as long as I have access to it. Black Christmas? Which one? There's 3. Please, not the one from last year. What is up, Misfit Satanas? The third one just to be difficult. All right, I think I'm gonna have to put it out to a vote when it's around that time. What rarely happens? The people say misfit Satanas correctly? I'm from California. I speak conversational Spanish. I definitely know Satanas. You ever want to freak people out? If you ever want to freak people out, tell them Satanas te cuida. They do not like that too much. If they speak Spanish, you tell them Satanas te cuida. That flies like a Led Zeppelin or an iron butterfly. You adore me so much right now because I can say it right, or because I can speak some Spanish. I mean, I spent 8 years in the Midwest, but I grew up in California and I've been back in California for 10 years. I know me some Spanish. Anything as long as you don't have to watch The Craft Legacy. Brooks, what is up, man? Santa Jaws. You know what? I've been wanting to watch Santa Jaws anyways. I know it's on Prime. I also have it on a six shark movie set that I own. It's got Santa Shark. It's got, I'm sorry, Santa Jaws, Ghost Shark, which is the reason I bought the set to begin with. It's got Mississippi River Sharks, Swamp Sharks, and one or two other movies. I would love to do Santa Jaws. Yeah, I don't have any intention to watch The Craft Legacy. As I said before, I don't have anything against The Craft. I just don't really care for it. It's just whatever to me. Like, if it's on, I'll watch it, but I'm not going to pick it. I mostly watch it because, well, Rachel True's fucking hot. Fairuza Balk's fucking hot. So I'll watch it for them, but it's not something I'm going to pick on my own. So I see two votes for Santa Jaws. I think I might be doing Santa Jaws. Maybe I'll do more than one because I really want to do I really want to do Jack Frost because I adore the hell out of that stupid fucking movie. And I haven't seen Santa Jaws, so I don't know how good my commentary would be because I'll be trying to watch the movie at the same time. Now, one thing I don't understand about these robots, okay, he's punching the robot in the face right now, and it's not even reacting at all. But in just a minute, like, he gets it down on the ground and punches it straight through the chest. How? How is it that he's punching it in the face and it doesn't care, but he can punch it straight through the chest? With 3 punches. Fairuza Balk is an awesome actress. She's great in everything I've seen her in. Eric, what's up, man? Haven't talked to you in a while. How you been? Do I, do I mean do I mean the Jack Frost with Michael Keaton? No, 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 I definitely don't. Robots made in China. Did he order them from Wish? I'm doing good, Eric. Doing good. Just checking out Halloween 3 for the first time this year. I'm kind of sad that I haven't watched it this year, but I haven't. But I'm glad that everybody that's here is here. Happy to see all of you. Even if you just popped in quick enough to say hi, that's awesome. Thank you for taking time out of, because I know for some of you guys it's late now. Like it's, like 8 o'clock or whatever for me right now. 8:15. It's 8:15 for me. I know some of you guys it's going on midnight. So I appreciate you popping in so late. Oh, hello, Colonel Cochran. You just got your Halloween 3 face mask from Wish this week. It's weird. Okay, so I ordered 6 masks from Wish because they were like $2 a piece plus $1 shipping, like $3 a sheet, $3 a piece. Super cheap. I figured even if they fell apart after a couple of uses, whatever, they were cheap. I ordered 6, nothing. I ordered them at the end of August, still haven't gotten them. I ordered 1 later because I had some credits, so it literally cost me nothing to order it. I got that one within a month. The other ones, I have to wait for it to pass November 11th to get my money back, but I will definitely be getting my money back because I never got the masks. Misfit, you're in Ireland? Holy shit. Yeah, it's late as hell there. Open the stream with the mood lighting and thought you opened Pornhub? No. You're not going to be seeing any danglies here. I'm even wearing pants just to make sure. You might see this, though. Because it's almost time for the commercial. Oh, there's the reveal that they have the piece of Stonehenge. I am wearing pants. See? I swear I'm wearing pants. I will tell you this. Most of the time when I'm streaming or when I'm filming videos, 100% not wearing pants. 95% of the time. I made sure I wore pants because if I have to get to use the restroom or whatever, or just to go grab something, whatever, I didn't want to, go showing you guys my chocolate starfish or anything. So, wearing pants. Speaking of going to the restroom, I will be right back because the pants are a lie. You're right. It's all special effects. They're CGI pants. But I need to use the restroom real quick. I'll be back in like 2-3 minutes. And now I'm paying for it. Be right back. Oh, damn it. That's what I was afraid of. When I left, there was 11 people in the chat. There's 7. Oh, well, it is what it is. Tom Savini made those pants. The Asylum made those pants. So my pants are awful? Is that what you're saying? My pants are the Jar Jar Binks of pants? Those 4 people were killed by Jason Voorhees? Hey, what a way to go. That's awesome. I do apologize. Back when I was younger, I had a cast iron bladder. These days, my bladder is more like a wet paper bag. Oh, it is time for the special presentation of what's going to happen for the big giveaway. I guess I better put my mask on. If I die, you guys know that... You guys know what happened. Yep, Buddy's dead. He did. Just finished the final disc from your Friday box set this morning. I've still only watched Jason X. Oh, and I watched those recently discovered scenes from part 2. I did watch that. Yeah, I personally love Jason as well. He's my favorite slasher. I know some people love Freddy. I personally think Freddy's incredibly overrated. Like what you like. It's cool. All good with me. I'll tell you this, if Conal Cochran's plan went through, this country's going to have a real big cricket problem. Your favorite slasher's Pamela? That is awesome because she's the vengeful mother who's avenging the loss of her child. And fun fact, I was talking with Victor Miller when I met him about 10 years ago. And he's never seen any of the sequels or the remake. He never felt the need to because to him, there was no Jason. Jason was just a boy that drowned. And he wrote Pamela as the mother that he never had because apparently he had a really terrible mother. Candyman would take them all, yeah. But the thing with Candyman is someone's got to say his name 5 times first. Candyman's a candy boy. Come on. Candyman is the best horror movie from the 90s. Let's not call him a candy boy. Candyman is freaking awesome. Here's my question. If you didn't have a silver shamrock mask, were you bullied? Were you called poor? Or anything like that? Like, were you viewed as a lesser kid because you didn't have a silver shamrock mask? No, you're right. The original story for Candyman isn't that great, but I think that the movie is fantastic, and Philip Glass's score is, in my personal opinion, the best horror score. Not taking anything away from other classic horror scores like, Psycho or Halloween or anything else. Exorcist, all those ones that have just absolutely classic, timeless theme songs and stuff like that. I'm not taking anything away from them. I just think the score from Candyman is phenomenal. And I wish that Philip Glass wasn't such a fucking dick and didn't like the fact that his score was used for a slasher and would allow it to be released on vinyl. All right, Brooks, you have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Seriously. The movie for Book of Blood is awful. I really enjoyed Midnight Meat Train, though. That was a great one. You still need to get the original Pamela, or that Pamela Voorhees dead one. Yeah, I can't afford the original one that came with the little boy Jason either. It's really gone up the last few years too, because I remember when it first came out, Ari Lehman was selling them signed by him for, I want to say it was $70. And I was like, oh, that's too much. I can't do that. What a fucking regret now. It's going for what, like $250, $350, something like that. It's going for a lot. And I remember a couple of years ago, it was like $125, and I thought that was too much. And now it's out of my, I'll never have it because it's just untouchable for me. That, things like the sheet Michael Myers where he's wearing the the ghost costume, that kind of stuff. That's, I'll never own those. Yeah, they could have done so. They could have definitely have done better with the Book of Blood collections. Oh, drill to the head. Sucks to be you. You're dead. Yeah, the books really have been shortchanged. There's just so many. He's got so many great books and so many great stories that just either haven't seen the light of day or they've been done terribly. You ready for me to blow your minds? I hate Nightbreed. I think Nightbreed is trash. That's just my opinion. I know people love it. A lot of people say it's the best movie based on Barker's works. I am not a fan at all. And I've seen the regular cut and the Cabal cut. I'm not a fan. Cabal is a far better book than Nightbreed is a movie, no matter which cut you're watching. It's just, I'm not a fan. I would not be mad one little bit if they remade Nightbreed and followed Cabal much closer. Ooh, Meat Hook's being controversial. That's kind of what I do. I'm well known for not liking movies that people like. That's kind of my thing. And it's not like people try to call me an edgelord saying, oh, you just want to be edgy, you just want to cause controversy. I have very strange taste in movies. Like, I'm never going to fight someone that says that Halloween is a better movie than Halloween 3, because sure, it is. But I like Halloween 3 better, and I think that it's a far more Halloween movie than Halloween is. Halloween could have taken place on any day. Happens to take place on Halloween. The entire, like, plot in Halloween 3 revolves around Halloween. Oh, I'm going to disagree with you on there only being 3 Hellraiser movies worth watching. There's only a few that are really, really, really good. But I enjoy up through 6, and then the newest one, which was that Judgment? I forget. The only ones I think are really bad are the one with the really bad knockoff Pinhead, the one they did, not the one with Paul T. Taylor, the one before that. I don't like that one, and I cannot stand Hell World, the one with Lance Henriksen. Other than that, I'd say they're all watchable at the very least. You don't like Halloween except for the third one? Okay. I only like the first three. And a lot of people think that I'm just being edgy when I say that. I have no desire to see Halloween Kills. However, I have a feeling I'm going to have to go see it when it comes out because I'm on two podcasts. One of them has already said that I'm going to go see Halloween Kills when it comes out, so I guess I'm going to go see it, even though I don't want to. Something else, I accidentally deleted your message instead of approving it. Yeah, Hellworld sucked balls. It's fucking terrible. Rob Zombie's Halloween is your favorite. Wow, that's a statement. I don't hate Zombies Halloween, but it's far from my favorite. Because Halloween 2, total trash. Michael, you son of a bitch. Do not start the rumor that I like Hereditary. What the fuck? What is wrong with you? No, I'm not saying I hate Rob Zombie's Halloween. I no Jeepers Creepers for me. Nope. I do not associate with anything dealing with Victor Salva. I'm going to leave it at that. If you don't know why, Google Victor Salva and you'll figure out why I don't deal with him at all. Do I like Hereditary? No, I fucking despise Hereditary. Hereditary is the one movie that I didn't walk out on that I wish I had. I've only ever walked out on one movie. I wish I had walked out on Hereditary, but I didn't because everybody kept telling me it was so fucking good. So I was waiting for it to get good, and it never did. It's a slow burn piece of shit with no payoff and characters that I fucking despise, every single one of them, and I don't care what happens to them. If you like it, cool. Like, I understand the love that the movie gets, but 100% not my kind of movie. I'm not against a slow burn. I love The Shining. I love Audition. There's some others out there that I like, but Hereditary, I don't like it. And Midsommar, I mean, I'd say it's a little bit better, but I hated that one too. No, you didn't offend me, but yeah, I refuse to associate with anything dealing with Victor Salva. And like I said, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to open that can of worms and talk about what he did and how I feel about him as a person. We're just going to leave it at that. Not a fan of Victor Salva. And by extension, not a fan of the Jeepers Creepers series or Clown House or Powder or anything like that. Whatever else he's done. If you want to know what he did, like I said, Google him. It's not that hard, just, yeah, he's a piece of shit. If I said any more about how I feel about him, it would be easy for someone to report me for bullying or harassment. I have never seen a single movie by Roman Polanski, so I can't. Nope, never seen a single movie by Roman Polanski, so it's can't use that comparison. Never seen anything by Woody Allen either. I know people like to say, but how can you say anything about Woody Allen? I mean, how can you say anything about Victor Salva if you watch Roman Polanski or Woody Allen? But I've never seen any of their movies. Like, I totally get your argument that, I can't say anything about Salva. Here's the thing with Weinstein. Like, he didn't direct them. He just released them. He is absolutely a human piece of shit. Yeah, yeah. I'll just go ahead and say it. Victor Salva is a convicted pedophile. He forced a 13-year-old boy to blow him on video camera. So, yeah, fuck Victor Salva and all his movies. Like I said, Weinstein didn't really direct, or at least not much. He did release them, so there's that. Yeah, he's a piece of shit, and like knowing that he wrote The Burning makes me like The Burning a lot less now, since it's out there that he's a piece of shit, and now he's a convicted piece of shit. But there's so many Weinstein movies and he's even stuff that he didn't directly produce or even distribute. He's got his hands in somehow. I would have to pretty much just cut out Hollywood if I cut out stuff that Weinstein has his hands involved in. Don't feel bad, man. You didn't know. It's cool. But let's talk about Halloween 3. Instead of talking about that kind of stuff. Let's talk about Halloween 3. They are in the factory right now. It's towards the end of the movie. They're getting ready to drop the... they're getting ready to broadcast the commercial. Oh. And I just kicked my camera. Oops. Oh. There's no dialogue right now. This is the worst time to come back to this movie. Nothing to talk about. But I love the locations in this movie. I would love to find out how. Would love to find out how they got the piece of Stonehenge back. Instead of just, we had a time. You wouldn't believe how we got it back. Like, that's some serious avoiding the explanation. This movie's not perfect. It's silly at times. It's got some plot holes, but I don't care. I love it. Any bands you can recommend? I would recommend... I'm not huge on black metal, but I like a lot of death metal. So I would recommend Decapitation, Dying Fetus, Cannibal Corpse, Deicide, Napalm Death, Morbid Angel. That's just off the top of my head. That's a few. General Surgery. There's a good one too. Tom Atkins. Yep, Tom Atkins was definitely in Escape from New York. He was in The Fog. I feel like he's been in another Carpenter movie too, but I can't think of which one it was. Or maybe I'm wrong. God, this 1982 computer is hilarious looking. He's just randomly pushing buttons. Has no idea what the hell he's doing. What's up, Rachel? Happy Halloween Eve. Sorry if you came in at the wrong time. The conversation got a little deep, and we're over that now, though. We're moving on. Oh, dumping all the medallions on everybody. They're about to get shorted out and die. Roasted robots. You caught the end of it? Yeah. You know, someone said something, and I wasn't offended by what they said, but I don't deal with that at all. So just wanted to throw it out there. Anyways, Halloween 3. It's right towards the end of the factory scene where Cochran's about to die. I love how he looks up at Dr. Chalice and Stonehenge, just as his little golf clap, like, oh, congratulations, you win. Good job. You've beat me. Congratulations. You've now made me dead. Best looking lead in a Carpenter film was Natasha Henstridge. I mean, she's definitely a very attractive lady. I'm trying to think if I can dispute that. I don't think I can. I think you're right. Right off the top of my head, I have to agree. Although, Stacey Nelkin's a very beautiful woman as well. I've actually never seen Escape from LA. Can you believe it? I just named most of your MP3 list. That's awesome. Yep. Love me some old 90s death metal bands, and I'll listen to their newer stuff too, but a lot of the newer bands I don't listen to, with the exception of like I said, Cattle Decapitation, and oh, Nile also. I dig Nile. Elle, are you alright? You're not a robot, are you? Oh shit, you're a robot. Oh shit. What are you doing, you crazy bitch? Don't try to rip my face off. Come on, we're gonna crash, and then your head's gonna fall off. I find it funny that they hit a tree far, far, far harder than a car hit one of the robots, and yet it killed the robot, and Tom Atkins just rolls out of the car. Yeah, Michael, you're right. That is a huge plot hole. Why are they still making masks and making mask chips on Halloween? That really doesn't make any sense. Because after what happens during the big giveaway, no one's going to buy a Silver Shamrock mask again. The whole company's going to be in prison or whatever. Yeah, exactly. You can't repeat a prank if everybody's dead. So that is absolutely a giant plot hole. I'm going to ask the question again because no one answered last time. So I have to know, since we now know that Ellie's a robot, was she always? Did Tom Atkins fuck a robot? That's the real question. Fimbot. Send in the Fimbots! Oh, God. See, I think she was killed and replaced also, but that's... Oh my God, Michael. Does it matter? She's better than a real doll. Oh, I don't understand those things. Here's another question that something make you go, If it was a robot, and like let's say she hadn't attacked him and he found out it was a robot, would he have fucked her again anyways? Because, I mean, let's face it, he's a serious womanizer trying to stick his dick in anything that'll let him. Do you think he'd have fucked the robot again if he'd known it was a robot? If he'd found out later it's a robot? Would he have done it again? I wonder. She was the first sex bot. And since she was... Yeah, he would. I agree. He would. Oh, it's almost to the end of the movie. It's almost 9 o'clock. About time for the commercial to come on. About time for the madness, the death of millions of people, everybody watching. Don't you understand that? Well, if I say it's a bomb, then say whatever you like. Say whatever you want. I don't care. Just turn it off. You gotta get it off the air. Stop it. Stop it. You gotta turn it off, please. It's that point of the movie. Send on some Rust-Oleum. Maybe I should ask Tom Atkins if I ever meet him. Did Dr. Chalice fuck a robot? Whoops. All the witches, all skeletons, all jack-o'-lanterns. It's still on, please. Take that off the third channel. The third channel. Here's my question. Who did he call that has control over all of the channels? Another plot hole. Like he's getting the channels turned off in that small town area, not the nation. What 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock Eastern? 9 o'clock Pacific? Like, there's so many plot holes, and I don't care because I love the movie. Love this movie. I need to watch it more often. Once a year wasn't enough. I'll definitely have to check it out again soon. Maybe like February or something like that. I used to watch it like once a month, but I got kind of burned out on it because I was watching it too much. Time for a pint of Guinness. I gotta go to the store and get some beer. So I don't have time for that yet. Oh yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites too. He'll be at TFW next year. Yeah, but I won't be at TFW next year. That's the thing. That's what sucks is I unfortunately won't be there in 2021. Hopefully 2022, but I'm sure Tom won't be there then. You're in the oldest city in Ireland, possibly the world? Wow. I wouldn't drink a pint of Guinness there, though, because I don't like Guinness. Sorry. Not a fan of stouts. Yeah, who knows? I mean, the way things are going. Because I know that for here, they're not anticipating theme parks in California being opened. They're not anticipating theme parks being opened here until the summer. Like, Disneyland's still closed. No sign of opening anytime soon. They're guessing probably June, hopefully. But guys, I'm going to get out of here. I still have to go outside and do my finish up my lighting for my Halloween display, as well as check my fog machines. And then I'm kind of hungry, so I need to grab some dinner. I thank everybody for popping in that popped in. The ones that have been here the whole time, I definitely appreciate it. Love you guys so much. But I will be doing, I'm going to try to do like half hour to hour live streams once every week or two. And then I'll try to do like a commentary maybe once a month or so. So, yeah. Again, thanks guys. Thank everybody for hopping in. Hope everybody has a great night. Has a great Halloween. Anyways, check you guys later. Be cool.